I'm Corey Harding-Keizs of CHK Real Estate here in Port Credit, Mississauga. Today, I'm connecting with Shay, the owner and designer of The Goods by Shay, where bold color, personality, and premium design come together in a way that's anything but ordinary. I'm excited to learn how The Goods by Shay came to life, what she envisions for its future, and why she chose Port Credit as the place to grow her brand. How did The Goods by Shay come to be?
I would say 10 years ago, I took a vacation to Morocco for my anniversary. And I got so inspired by the architecture there, the beautiful designs. Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful seeing how different parts of the world look like. And for a very weird reason, I honed in on all the tile work there.
Okay.
It was beautiful. Everywhere you went, every alley you went into, there were some beautiful, bespoke, ornate looking tiles. And for whatever reason, like I said, I fell in love and I got fascinated by those tiles. So I came home, I felt super inspired. I started creating my own tiles because I couldn't find them at the stores at the time. And it was more like DIY projects. So I just kept going and I just started posting my work on Instagram.
Okay.
People started loving them. So I'm like, oh, maybe there's a business idea there. I mean, that's making a very long story short. So I invested in a lot of equipment, a lot of tools. I turned it into a business and that became The Good Tile.
The Good Tile.
The Good Tile. That's
I didn't know
the
that.
origin story. And that blew up. It was I was known for being the girl who made tiles. Like, who does that? Like, it's not a very common thing, but I made beautiful tiles. And then from there, I expanded the offerings into wallpaper.
Okay.
So that's
And tell me a little bit more about like the wallpaper side of things, because you create all your wallpaper.
Yes, we design and manufacture all the wallpaper here locally in Toronto. I design some of my own prints. I also work with other artists and illustrators. So we have a beautiful curated collection of designs and prints that we offer to our clients. And from there, it expanded more into textile and furniture and accessories and kind of like home decor and interior design.
Yeah, a little bit about a little of everything.
Yeah.
And what I love when I'm here and when I've been here before is like the bold patterns and colors.
Yeah.
Like, and talk about that. Tell me about that.
I am a self-proclaimed maximalist. I love bold colors and design and beautiful, elevated interiors with a personality. I've always been into, interiors that way. I also have a background in interior design. I went to school for interior design. This is my passion.
So it's like the two worlds colliding.
Yes. So I live for beautiful interiors. I've traveled enough to see that there are beautiful interiors out there that exist that are not just all black and white, gray and beige. So I'm inspired by colors so much, and I try to bring that here into my business, in my prints, in my designs.
Oh, you can see it as soon as you come in here. I mean, you must have a story where you have had a client experience where there's been like a real emotional connection or change that your work and your design has made an impact.
Ooh, there's a few stories. If you want me to focus on just one, I would say it was actually for a project I did with HGTV.
Okay.
And I was featured on an episode for a show called Making It Home. I believe it was at the time. I have a foggy brain. And I was asked to create a wallpaper print inspired by the homeowner's dog. It was the transformation project for someone's home. So I created that print for them. But during the shooting of the episode, their dog passed away.
Okay.
So when the episode aired and they revealed the print to the homeowners, they got super emotional.
So they hadn't seen the print until it aired.
Until it was revealed. And they got super emotional. They cried. I cried. I think everybody that was watching cried. And it was so funny because when I opened this store, I had a beautiful girl walk through our door. She's actually a common friend. And we started discussing wallpaper prints. And I guess she recognized that this is a maximalist kind of vibe in here. And she said, this reminds me of this one episode I watched on HGTV where the homeowners received a print for their walls that reminded them of their dog, and their dog had passed away, and they got super emotional. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my job. I did that.
Oh my gosh, like they connected that story, not knowing that was actually you.
Yeah, she had no idea it was me. She just randomly
got inspired by all your wallpaper.
Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a coincidence. And that's a common friend of ours. Yeah.
And also you talk about like a playful luxury. Like walk me through that.
Yeah, I think people have this misconception that maximalism is clutter and tackiness, and it's so not. It can be done in a very elevated, classy, sophisticated way. I feel like my style is more Parisian chic and English country, European kind of energy, and I bring that here. So yeah, I want to clarify that you can be a maximalist and still have a beautiful, sophisticated interior.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny how I met you. I was visiting another business along the strip and came into the store because I'm like, what is this new business? And I loved your sign and the pink, and through the window I could see like, what is this? And connected with you right away. Like you have that energy about you. And that was so amazing to first get introduced to your store. And I know, you got a lot that you're working on. Like what is your next big project? Right? Like what's next?
What's next? Like for my future, what I see for my business?
Or what you're working on like right now.
I've worked on all kinds of projects, but the one industry I want to get into is hotels and boutique hotels, specifically design and creations of boutique hotels. They inspire me so much. I've stayed in so many on my travels, and I want to recreate that here. So if anybody's watching who has a project
and if they have a wild idea,
yes, I would love to bring all the wild ideas to life. But yeah, I mean, anything you have in your mind. I specialize in bespoke custom prints. I have a background in graphic design as well. So this whole business is an amalgamation of those two skills, interior design and graphic design. So I'm able to bring most people's visions to life. And it takes so much part in that.
Exciting.
Yeah, I love what I do. I love what I do
so much.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you end up in Port Credit? Like why Port Credit?
I know I was in Etobicoke first, and I'm not gonna lie. I think another area was my number one choice, but that didn't work out. And so I thought, Port Credit is beautiful. I grew up in Mississauga, so this was a nice neighborhood, a walkable neighborhood. It felt like a community. So one day I was passing by here on Lakeshore, and I saw a for lease sign. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful area. And the storefront, it had that blue color on the outside. I'm like, that's kind of part of my brand colors, blue and pink. So I inquired. I was sold right away. I came in and like the energy felt great. And then I realized it was the right place because
now it is your number one choice.
Oh my!
And you've entrenched yourself in community and like opened up that whole world as well.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and you are one of the first women that invited me to an event here in Port Credit.
And I didn't know that. I just was like, you are awesome, and I want to be friends with you.
Same, likewise. You were so awesome and gracious and kind to invite me. And from there, I met other women, and now we have this beautiful community of empowering, amazing, inspiring women. And you are
collaboration, connection, community. You said last year was a great year. There must be a project or a client that really stood out and made an impact.
There was a few projects that kind of showed up out of nowhere, and they were big projects. I was involved in the build out of a big Vietnamese restaurant here in Toronto, and that client came through an old connection, and it just surprised me, and it was just so beautiful. I did a lot of custom work for that restaurant, and that restaurant ended up blowing up. Okay, there's a few celebrities that went in that we should all go. We should all go. There's a few celebrities that went in and talked about it and tweeted made TikToks about it. So it was fun. That was a highlight of my year. Another project that showed up unexpectedly where my wallpaper was featured was the Princess Margaret Lottery home.
Okay.
And I had no idea that my print was going to be featured there. I just got a call from the contractor saying that the designer wants to use your print for one of the rooms in the Princess Margaret Lottery.
How incredible is that?
Oh, it was so nice to hear. Maybe those two are one of my favorite.
That's amazing. That's where like the universe aligns, right? Where it brings us things that we didn't necessarily expect from all that we're doing. I love that.
Yeah. And it just goes to show that you should never stop posting, because all of these opportunities came from posting online, posting on social media,
your Instagram.
embracing that Instagram. That's all I'm on. I'm not even on any other platform. I can barely take Instagram. But yes, good opportunities do come through social media. So,
okay, and I'm pretty sure you have some big things you're working on this year, some of which you probably can't even talk about yet.
Yes.
I'm excited for when you can.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I'm excited for, the time I'm able to talk about it and showcase it.
So being an owner in business, there has to be lessons along the way that you've experienced.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a journey, there's a lesson almost every day. And maybe moving here was a lesson and a shock in itself.
Like bringing your
to
shop
retail.
here. Okay.
Because I had a store that felt more like a destination spot. So people came specially for it. It was hidden on a side street. Once I opened up retail, it was a different beast. I thought it would be great. People would be flooding through my doors. And honestly, it isn't. It isn't what people think.
Okay.
I think what saved me in the first year here was hard. It felt like I was actually starting from scratch. But what saved me is that I had built a community online before I had come here. If I started here, I don't think I would have made it.
That would have been harder.
Yes. I don't think I would have made it. If my start was just here, I think I would have had to close my doors down a year.
But you had already created your presence previously.
Yes.
Right?
It helped me.
So you had that support and you had that impact already. So when you opened up here, you were able to use
piggyback on that. Or actually, that was mainly how I
and grow it from there.
And grew, yeah. But people here in any community, they're not used to new businesses. Maybe they don't have that trust. They don't have that knowledge.
It takes time.
Who you are.
It takes time to not earn that trust, but have people recognize you. And this is a very different store than I don't think there's another store or storefront like yours or business like yours in Port Credit.
No, and
which is amazing.
And thank you. And it's not a store you walk into and buy things right away. Nobody buys wallpaper the minute they walk through a door. It's a process. So it took a while for the people here to get used to this. And again, it's so different. Like it's a lot for most people.
But you know what's going to happen? It's going to grow from here.
Oh,
like one thing starts building on the other, right? And then all of a sudden that you're really well known. People know, where to find the wallpaper or that design assistance or that home styling.
And it has been. Yeah. It has been. So I opened in 2024. I would say 2024 was my hardest year. And I leaned more into my online community. While 2025, I did a lot of projects here. Yeah. And I'm so happy and proud of that. There's nothing
I just gave me goosebumps.
Right? Yeah. There's nothing more fulfilling than doing community projects. Like, part of the community, not necessarily.
Right. Like hits home.
Oh my gosh.
Right? The impact and community and connection and word of mouth that comes from just those relationships that you're organically building. Like that's what I love so much about community is like those organic relationships that grow and build over time.
Yep. And connecting with other business owners, businesses. We all become this family. And it's just so rewarding. So rewarding.
What makes Shay different than other designers?
Other designers are great. There's no shade to other designers, but I think I'm
just something unique though.
I'm an out of the box thinker. I love being creative and expressing myself in the most creative way possible. This whole business feels more of my inner child kind of coming back and surfacing back up.
Hey.
Baby Shay manifesting as an adult business.
Okay.
Because she's always loved color and patterns, and she would go into her room and paint and color all day long. That's what my mom used to tell me. Even when friends and family were over,
It's always been in you.
it's always been in me. So I grew into it. I think that love never left. And now somehow I found a way of kind of using it to transform interiors.
And transform people's homes.
Yes.
Right?
And it wasn't calculated. Like none of this was calculated. When I tell you that when I started my business, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just doing things that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought...
And you're passionate about.
And I decided that I want to be authentic about it, not performative. And it just, honestly, it was successful almost right away.
You were leading with heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's something that had always been in you, and you're bringing it to life.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
You say people found you online, and that authenticness is what attracted. And I know from my own experience in real estate, the more I am myself and authentic to who I am, the more people I attract in my network and my clients. Like, tell me what you think that has done for your business to be authentic, right? And to other people looking up to you from how you've grown your business online.
Yeah. It's important for me to be authentic. Otherwise, I would feel like a fraud. With authenticity, I feel comes trust. Like, people will trust you more. They will give you their business. Because I'm not out here selling. I speak about this all the time. I am not in sales. Well, I sell, but I'm not a good salesperson.
Mhm.
I'm just me. If you like what I do, then I'll sell it to you. But I'm also very honest. Like, if my products don't work for somebody, I tell them straight up, like, this isn't for you. And I would guide them probably in the right direction. And that in itself, sometimes they come back like, well, you know what? We like you. How can you help us? So being authentic is so important. It actually probably makes you more money.
No, definitely. And I think, like, being authentic, even if someone was to come to you and they're inspired by your designs and what you do, and it's a little out of the box for them, but they want more of that in their home, that they're going to be attracted to that, right? And the more that you are who you are, your business is going to continue to grow from there.
Yeah. And with authenticity also comes like natural confidence. Like, you have nothing to hide.
Absolutely.
So they trust you, and they trust that you're gonna deliver the best quality.
Because there's so much out there that's the same.
Yes.
Right? There's a lot of design that I see out there that it's just, no, I don't want to say cookie cutter, but kind of cookie cutter and the same, right? To have something so bold and, different and beautiful and colors, that's going to draw people in. And I think that's what's happening. Yeah. And that's what's happened.
I am not kidding when I say I don't think, and it's not, I'm not proud of this. I would like to get out of my comfort zone and start chasing jobs, but I have attracted all the jobs. I have attracted all the brands I've worked with because I was being authentic. I was just being 100% myself.
That's the universe.
I think so.
Right? When you're doing the things, the universe is like, I strongly believe in manifestation and the universe delivering when we're in alignment with what's, our values and what's important to us. So that speaks to me.
Exactly.
So loudly.
We've talked about this.
Yes.
We share that being spiritual, being a good manifester, attracting, and not changing.
Shutting out the noise, that's another big one, right? Like, there's a lot of noise out there in all industries, right? But shutting out and being true to what is important to you for your business is making a huge difference.
Yes. And also setting really high standards for yourself and for your work and your business. I'm not just selling, a dream. It's actually quality work that I deliver. People, they talk about it to others. That's word of mouth. That's what I said. It's the power of word of mouth, because I also deliver high quality products and services.
Hey, you're all 5-star. I looked at your website when I was preparing just to learn more about like the different elements of your business. And you have like hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. And that speaks volumes for someone's business and their relationships with people.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm very grateful for the 5-star review. But again, because I am just being me and I'm attracting more people like me that are aligned with me and myself, we all become friends. All me and my clients are just all friends.
That is so good.
Friends with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're creating that connection through design as well.
Yes. We bond over it.
Mhm.
And it's just this beautiful energy that we share.
Your brand feels like a movement, not just another product line. Tell me why building a community of color lovers and, community in general is important to you.
I mean, who are we outside of a community? A community is, especially a big community of women. They embrace you, they support you, you can lean on them when you need help, when you need support. If you're not doing great, you can ask questions, and everybody will be there to help you and support you. And
Did you expect that when you came to Port Credit?
no, zero. No, I had no expectations. I just loved Port Credit. I knew it was a community, but I didn't even think I would integrate so
The way
well.
you
I feel
have.
so proud. I do. I have, and
Now you're
it's
part of like it.
I feel so happy. Oh, I'm so grateful for this. And you're a big part of this community too. And like I said, you've included me on events here, which allowed me to meet other incredible women. So it's so important.
And more to come.
Oh, I
More
can't
to
wait.
come.
So much more to come.
Remember I said to you, I'm like, I would love to introduce you to other community people, right? I have a feeling that you're really going to mesh with some people that are coming to my 20th anniversary in real estate.
You said those.
Right? So I'm like, Shay, you didn't know anybody and you came to that event and you met people.
I met people. I interacted with people. And from there, I built new connections. I bonded with some fantastic women.
I just knew. I'm like, you know what? You're somebody that I'd love to be friends with, learn more about your business, but I really feel like there's some connections here and people that, you should meet.
Same. And that's what ended up happening. And from there, it's like a journey. It's like, you know what I call it? Like a video game. Business is like a video game. You go from one thing to another and you try to, reach your destination. But how do you get there? It's through other people, through these connections that introduce you
Connecting the
to
dots.
the other levels. You go through levels. And I learned that to get to the next level, you have to talk to the right people. You have to be around the right people. That's how, for me, community equals growth.
Okay.
Yeah. Community is what will continue to take us to these next levels.
And what are the next levels?
Sometimes I think, maybe this is it. Maybe I've done everything I wanted. Maybe the next level is just to slow down a little bit. But then I snap out of it. I'm like,
Nope, you got more in you. You got more in you.
There's so much more to do.
I mean, just internally, and I don't know if we're ready to talk about this, but we've talked about of having like an extra layer of, connection within women and whatnot. So I think there's an evolution there of like more to come.
Events, bigger circles,
support, tables,
conversations.
Right? We're leading to like just, creative things where we can even build even more community connection and collaboration and support.
More alignment too.
That's my word of 2026.
We're aligned. I think we have to be surrounded by people we're aligned with. And that's
100%.
Creating a community of aligned women. That's what's next.
That's like my biggest goal this year is to be in rooms where I'm in alignment. Whether that's my business life or my personal life and the people that, that I have and I lend my energy to, and alignment is really important. To be in flow.
Exactly. Be in flow. I like that. And I also want to be around people who inspire me so much, who are doing so much better than me. I want to be a sponge, like absorbing everything, all the knowledge, all the information, and just growing that way, getting inspired by everyone else's journey.
It's conversations like this that make our community so special. One last question. What keeps you rooted here in Port Credit?
Women like you. Community. Community is the key word of this interview, I guess. It's a big part to feel like you belong somewhere.
Okay.
And you're liked and people appreciate what you're doing.
And your business is growing.
And you're aligned.
Yeah.
What more do I want? I love it here. My first option was, please, no. Yeah, Port Credit
This is your first option.
This is my first option. First and last, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the community's embraced you. We love having you here and so excited to see, how the Goods by Shay evolves.
Thank you.
And everything that you have planned.
Thank you. Likewise.
Shay, let me ask you, where can people find you and what should they come to you for?
Well, Port Credit is a great start. I'm here at 167 Lakeshore Road East, Mississauga, not Oakville. Everybody mistakes it for Oakville sometimes. So 167 Lakeshore Road East, Mississauga. My email is shay@thegoodsbyshay.com, website www.thegoodsbyshay.com, Instagram @thegoodsbyshay. And if you need any help with bespoke custom interior finishes, textiles, and wallpaper, I am your girl. And of course, some interior design and interior styling.
Community isn't built by coincidence. It's built by creators, risk takers, and people bold enough to bring their vision to life. And when businesses like this choose Port Credit, it adds color, energy, and heart to where we live.